Morning, Tonk here. A few chores to do today. Not chores, a few little jobs. As you know, I keep telling you as I'm heading north. Don't know what's happening now. We've got Penny shut for another 5 months. So anyway, so I'm just going to give this. I've got to put the battery in. Got the battery out here, and I'll put it on a bit of board. I know that's old-fashioned, but I don't know, the old batteries years ago, they reckon you'd never put them on concrete, but I leave it on a board. Don't know why. Got my mate's come and pick up his deck winch that I've had for, I give it a wash, it's amazing. It's been sitting in the shed and I shut it in that box for him. It's been here I might have had it 10 or 12 years. Anyway, he's coming to get that tomorrow. And yeah, I just got to get the earmuffs here, and I don't like running them on the muffs much, but if I got nothing else I'll do it because they suck a bit of air. Then I got to cut a bunch of bananas off, but then what am I going to do? I'm going to make up I got new rubber. I tried to buy some good stuff from one of the bloody shops, and I didn't feel like driving all the way to bloody Maroochydore. So this is what I made it out of last time, is this bloody rubber from Bunnings, the Green Shed, the Bunnings. And hopefully, well, I don't know, I forget when I made these. Gosh, they got to be on there 4 or 5 or 6 years. So I might just do the same. I'll even though this one's not buggered, I'll just pull these ones off and use them as the template plate. See, this one's cracked. When I was up at Kimberley last time, and I might have to put a little bit of tin or something in there just to strengthen it up. A little bit of plate, not plate, but 1 mils tin. See what happens. I might just get away with putting the new rubber right through. I'll pull this one off before it falls too far to bits and use it as the template. It's held on up in there with strip aluminium and roof screws screwed up in, and then I sump oil over the top of that to keep it from rusting. So this will be a good look. I'll pull it off and see if it's rusting between those surfaces in here. So that'll be good. But trouble is, you got to pull the wheel off to so you can get up in there with the rattle gun, the little roof screw gun to undo the roof screws with the impact driver. I don't know what you call them. I thought they were originally set up for screwing roofs, and they set at a certain pressure, they only do up. That thing, impact driver or rattle gun or whatever you want to call it. Not actually a rattle gun like for the air one. I might have to shift a bit of stuff out the shed here. Nearly fell over. Yeah, but now got to put the fuel tank in, hook the water up, give this a run. Because it's up here, put the battery in it, give it a run, and then I'll take it back. It goes over there, and then I'll park the truck up here. I can jack the wheel up, jack the wheels up, take the wheel off, and then pull all the mud that out, and then cut that out of that. That's some sort of insertion rubber. It's not the best. I would have liked. That's only what, 4 mil, if that. I would have liked 6 mil with the reinforcement rubber down through the middle of it, but the last time I bought this stuff, it would tear. You could tear it easy. This stuff is tough as blazes, so it might last a lot longer. Anyway, it was 40 bucks a metre. I was going to buy some conveyor belt, but it's all the thinnest I seen was 10 mil. Holy heck, I'd had to get a GVM upgrade by the time I made the mudguards out of that. See, the front ones are made out of the same thing, and they've been down there the same time. See, they're starting to crack. I might have to run a little bit of new rubber around then if I got a couple of strips. I might end up, because these wheels have I'll have to jack these up to check the, see, he's starting to crack there. I might end up replacing them. They're not that hard, but the wheel's got to come off so you can get the gun up in there to knock the roof screws out that's screwed into the mudguard. So I want to put them back in the same holes if I can. Alright, let me do a few things and then I'll show you with the old girl running, how sweet she runs, you know, 20 years old, and you just hit the key, she purrs. Right, I'll shut this down and find somewhere nice to put it so it don't get covered in grease and oil. Put this in the shed. I've got to go and cut a bunch of bananas off. That I'll show you. I forgot about them, and I meant to cut them and they ripened on me, the buggers, and I lost them. They weren't too bad of bananas either. See the size of the tree, the stool. Anyway, poor buggers. See them falling out the bottom of the bag here. I forgot all about them. I meant to cut them the other day. Yeah. And these are what I sort of do for a bit of a hobby when I'm home. I love me banana, love growing them, but getting that way no one eats them much. See, they're all going rotten in there. These flopping sweet potatoes here. We threw one out. Look at it. It's taken over the place and it's all in there, sweet spuds everywhere. I might have to just put this down on the I'll put it down over here in the grass and aim it up. That's grass cam. I don't know if you can see me. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, look at that, see? Oh, what a waste. Anyway. Not allowed a floppy cane knife anymore, apparently in some states are coming. Yeah. These are Decas. There they are. They filled out and ripened on me. Bloody thing. With the cyclone coming, I had to drive in an iron peg to hold me stay up. Alright, I'll get in and I'll there's my other our little tinny. She's got a 15 Yemi on her. She's a great little boat too. I just have it for the local lake when the crabs are on, but we haven't had crabs this year at all because the wet season come and washed them away. Alright. Yeah. So that's all I'm going to do. Go and get those bananas, put them in that box, cut off the good ones, leave the right ones there for the birds. Then later on I'll chop that thing down. Yeah. I cut the old stalk right back and I'll pull that stuff down and trim them all up so the next one can just grow away there nicely. He's about to throw a bunch soon. He'll have another bunch with buddy, I don't know, 10 or 12 hands on him. Then I've got one here. He's a Cavendish. Supposed to be dwarf cab. He's about to throw a bunch with about 12 or 14 hands. This one over here there's a few there I missed too. I've been de-hand. He should have died. I've got to get some spray and spray this here. It's got the leaf and speckle spot on it up there too. I have to go to Chores and get a bit of oil and white oil and copper, and you spray them, otherwise the leaves will die before the fruit's ready. We used to use tilt years ago and it used to just kill all this stuff off them. A couple of sprays of it, but I don't know if you can buy it in small amounts. It just kills all that leaf, speckle and spot. See it coming there? He's going to throw a bunch soon too. Yeah, so that banana's coming in. This little fella, I planted him in there for someone that wanted him and they never come and got it. Now he's growing in that old bloody tub. So yeah, I might have to cut him down. Alright, I'll put this over here, do what I got to do, and then I'll show you what happens in the end. Okay, I know it's not the best. She hasn't been running for a fair while, this old girl. We'll see what happens. A little bit of smoke, but you know, thousands of hours. Oh, probably 1400 hours on her. always, as soon as you turn the camera on, happens. Hey off. Any other time I just hit that key and it'll start pumping. But no, not today, because I've got the camera on. No, I've got to make an land. It's here. I go and put a bit of grease over the holes to stop the flopping hornet sitting in there and not to put too much. That's why I don't like muck. But it's just so easy to do it with them. Hopefully you didn't see that. I'll cut that bit out. Try not to wet that rubber. Give it a bit of a run. Yeah, sorry about the swearing, but that's what happens when you flop and put the camera on. She hadn't been run for a month or two now. Thermostat's about to open. See how she's dropping off the pressure on the telltale? When your thermostat's working properly, they shouldn't drop pressure. If your pump's in good nick when they're idling. See how she's keeping up pretty good pressure still at idle? When the thermostat's jammed open or not working properly, this will just come back at idle to a dribble. But with the thermostat open and shutting properly, keeps pressure into the head, which then allows that to. And over the years I might have just buddy open up the hole a little bit bigger too, which then allows the pressure to get away just a little bit easier, which is not what you want. It's all designed so it keeps the, oh yeah, she's hot, so she's open, thermostat will be open, but she's still got good pressure there even at idle, see? That's on the tap too, so some little things I've learned over the years with them. As soon as at idle, if that drops away when they're hot, something's wrong with your thermostat. I've put genuine, non-genuine impellers and kits and whole kits, and then you start up and it's still the same. You change your thermostat and boom, and that telltale is just beautiful. When they're brand new, as you know, these old girls in the water, you hear that telltale hitting the water is louder than the motor. That thermostat's working beautiful. Alright, I'll buddy turn this off. Like I said, I'll give this a run and put it back down there, and then I'll bring the Toyota in here and start working on the mud guards on it. might be a little bit of grease or something stuck in a telltale. See how it's changing angles? That's a little bit of something stuck in there coming through. There it goes again. Changes a bit different. Righto guys, just want to show you something. You look at that motor. Does that motor look 20-year-old? Original time belt. Still looks like new. Probably 1400 hours. I know I should have changed it, but at 1,000. But the same belts now on Toyotas are 150,000 Ks. So I figure, what the hell? Still got 100 hours in it. And that same sort of belt that size was on my wife's little car. It did 250,000 Ks before I even knew it had a timer belt, and took it out, and it still looked good. Yeah, anyway, see how clean that motor is? WD-40. Spray it over everything in there. The whole lot. Around it, over everything. Now the secret is, don't start it straight away. Let it sit overnight at least. It drains off, gets off the timer belt, gets off everything, dribbles away there. Just a bit of a residue left. And Bob's your uncle, Fenny's your aunt. And yeah, look at that, no rust on any bolts. Beautiful. Yeah, so yeah, we've had this motor 11 years. It's 20 years old. That dust and dirt, I think I've told you before. The previous owner had it in the shed, and well, it was the best thing for it, but the hornets come in through the roof, and they build it up in here, and it was just full of mud wasp nests. And this is why you got to run. I see it the other day, and I've said it before. See, Outboards have got no air cleaner, so when you go north on the dusty roads, I put a rag in here or a lump of sponge, cover that up. I see some people wrap that motor as well inside and then put the cowl back on, then put your cover back on. Yeah, might be why she blew a little bit of smoke when she started, but she's been sitting there, oh gosh, a few months now since she started. I'm ashamed. I should start every couple of weeks to a month. All right, just wanted to show you that people go on about don't spray your thing. Look at that. Look at that seal there. That's been sprayed with CRC or RP7 for flopping 11 years since I've had it. Still looks like new. So yeah, what's my old father-in-law said? What a raft of bullshit. Yeah, so you're better off spraying with something, otherwise they just rust away. Catches. Sorry, Tonk again. My late father-in-law Cole. It wasn't a raft, it was a whole raft of bullshit, he'd say, when he reckoned someone was telling him bullshit. He'd go, what a whole raft of bullshit. Standing around like a spare duke waiting for a title was another one of his bloody lovely sayings for someone bludgeon. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, as long as you just spray something on them, eh? I mean, inox or something's probably better, but there you go. That's all I've ever used, WD with the little spout on it from your shopping centre or hardware shop or whatever. I put it on everything. Around the back of the plugs on the sounders. My sounder's probably 20 odd years old. The old Coden, they're all it's ever had. Battery terminals, all those sort of things, all sprayed with it. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to pull these old mud things I made up. They're just because me on the rims, the offset, I run a little bit wider, so I didn't realise I got two sets of rims and one was narrow, which tucked in, and I didn't do that. So, but I run the narrow offset on the trailer, which comes in, and the wider offset on the Toyota, which makes it nearly track on the trailer pretty well. But I just got to take this off and Righto, and all you do now is that's my template. I'll just lay that on the next one and cut it out. Good, eh? I'm going to have to find a might put this tyre out the road over here somewhere a bit further. Keep that direction so it knows what it's doing. See that? That's what the bit of strip aluminium just held it in there. I'll use that. Bring this up here. Now I ordered 2 metres, I bought 2 metres. The lady did cut it a bit longer, so that could be awesome. Because I'll make it. Oh, how good, she's a darling, that lady. Now I can have that hang down a bit more. Perfect. I don't need it that much, but about that much hanging down extra. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, I just use that old, I've got my shadow in the road. There, so I can't see because of the reflection on the back. But yeah, I just cut around that with a Stanley knife now, cut it up there, and that one's basically done. I just put him back in. I might get a, what do you call it? Wire brush or a brush and just scrape around there. I should have given it a wash actually, but that's all right. I wasn't thinking it was going to be so quick, to be honest. There's a couple of screws in there got to be knocked out, and I might have to cut a bit more wood, piece of wood there, put in the same sort of position. Not sure whether I Sikaflex that in there. Don't know if I did, but yeah, it's only just hanging there, but that's all right. I'll get to it. I think I'm going to have plenty of rubber, so I will make it that long, and that'll hang down a bit more. Might even cut a bit more off there and lay across the back of there and tie them two together. All right, I'll put this over here again, and you can see the boring procedures of making cutting it out. Now, I've got to find a knife. Old Stanley knife. Oh no, Irwin, sorry. I don't know if it's a relation to Steve's, but I had the chance to meet Steve. I did it. I met Steve Irwin years ago up the Cape. I didn't know who the hell he was. Me and my dad were up this river, and this fella come along with his old boat, and young fella and his dad, a bit like me and my dad, and they were looking for a goanna. Anyway, a water goanna that lives in the mangroves, and I heard later on they named it Irwin goanna. It was like a salt water one. Lived in the mangroves. And yeah, and the funny story is, we'd only just seen one about an hour or two before, and we were telling them about it. And strange thing is, a day later, the fisheries raided us for some reason. Didn't find the wrong. Oh, the old man, for some reason, didn't have his boat registered years ago when we first went up the Cape. So he got a fine for that. He figured with the roads being as rough as they were and being a bit remote, they had the bloody government had to hide wanting registration out of your tinny for up in that country. But no, the tight ass bastards wanted their fucking pound of flesh for that as well. So yeah, Meanwhile, the locals got a concession. We were told. Yeah, true. I was just trying to. I was going to use that bit of aluminium again, but. Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to hold that in position. I might just start screwing it back in position. I'll see. I might have to turn it off. It gets a bit boring, some of this sort of stuff. I'll have to have a bit of a think of what I'm doing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then I just got to stick this all back together. I've got a bit of aluminium there. I might just have to cut a little bit more extra, different one. Okay. Well, I got this one on, this mud flap. But then when I'm sitting here looking at it, I've already seen that she's done a stud that holds the axle in. I don't know why she snapped it off, but I'm going to have to buy a set of new studs and screw them out and put new ones in her. So I'll go and see if I can get some for her now. The trouble is get this one out. She snapped off in there. Let's see. Might be able to drill it. Oh yeah, it looks like it was drilling. I might have to drill him right out and put a bit of rag in there. I might have to see if I can get a drill to go in reverse. Might be able to centre pop him with the centre pop and just see if he'll tap around. They're bloody tight, that's the trouble with them. Oh well, I've got it ahead of me. Pain in the butt. Yes. That's what happens. Hey, oh well, it must have happened for a reason. That's why you do it. You just keep working on them till you find something else when you're there. Go and get a few parts now and fix it. I've got the axle out. She's just sitting there. Looks in pretty good nick. I mean, yeah, it's got a bit of wear on it, but for what I do, oh yeah, you can see she's been in there for 800,000, all right, 900,000 Ks. But oh well, I'll see what I can do. No, I'll just see if I can get a punch in there and see if I can get it to turn. I might have to heat her up a bit. I'll catch you. Well, a bit of an update. I couldn't get it out, so I drilled the hole out. Oh, I better lock that up. I wonder what. I had to drill this hole out, hopefully. Then I've gone and bought tap and die set, and lucky it was just at my local hardware shop. It's a 6, an 8 and a 10 mil metric, and then I bought some bolts, some metric bolts, same. So this one's just going to be tapped out, and I'll have to drill the axle just here where that one's going, because he's tapered just there. I'll drill him out to suit 10 mil, and he won't have the oh, they're in the box, aren't they? Hopefully one won't have this conical. See where it starts. It's too big. It's the end. You need the next one, like the tapered one, you know, that starts it. Gosh, That's what happens when you just buy the end tap, hey, by itself. It won't start because of the... Oh, that annoys me. Bugger. When I was a kid at school, you had three sorts. You started off with a real long tapered one, and these end ones, like this square one, was the last one you went in to clean the hole right out. I might have to drill out the next size, but I just don't know if I'm going to have a drill that size. Bugger. Not too big. Oh, that annoys you. 10.5. Oh, that one's a little... He's tight. He might take it out a little bit. Try him. Anyway, I'll see if I can start it. That's the trouble, you need a couple of different types of dies. And you've got to keep you working your way in steady. Righto, I don't know if you can see that, but I've had to drill that out. See, I've got you can see there, I've got a 10mm stud in it, high tensile now, and all these are 8s. It took me a while, it took me half an hour or more to get that hole in there just steady. Just go forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Just cut a little bit of thread at the time. No, not to snap the die. Not to cut the die, snap him off. Yeah, that's the 8 and that's the 10. I had to use a shifter on it because the little holder wasn't working properly. But I put them over here. I know you're going to be slung around there a bit. That thing just paid for itself, that little kit. I don't know what I paid for it from the local hardware. Now, because I tap on here, you'll see it there. I tap on. I went round with the angle grinder and I faced it up. It just takes any little imperfections around these holes off them. And check the hole. It's big enough. It should fit in. I just got to put the seal back in there now. You can see that it's been spinning in the end of the axle here over the years, but I just centre popped it all the way around, and that makes it hold this seal a bit better. So he's got to go in. I'll just set you up here, get you in the right angle. Alright, put the seal in. I've done my best to wash every bit of rubbish and that out of it. He goes in like that. In this way. Like that. With the lip holding on the inside. He needs a little wipe of oil. Sorry, no, he needs nothing on him to go in there. He just needs wiping out to make sure that's clean. On that surface, he gets pushed in. Put that axle over here somewhere, out the road. You just get a hammer and cleans something clean. Whatever will fit in there nice. And just tap him in. That'll do it. Just there, wipe some grease around that now. Because the axle's got a big long lip there where it runs on. A new gasket. It goes on the axle. Right, get some gasket go. Stand this axle up here and bung a bit on it. That's it, lets me squeeze it out. Of course it won't. Of course it will. That might nearly be enough. Drop him down, he's a multi-holer, so shouldn't, as long as he's lined up on the holes, he's right. Oh, hold it. Some of these are the, oh yeah, he's right. And you whack a little bit on the top side now. Okay, and now you're supposed to lift this as it goes in. Off that seal, I just slide it in. Hopefully it lines up with the diff. It blinds when it gets in there, and I'll let it run around for a little while, and then I'll drop the oil out just to won't that go in there? Oh, you dirty bugger! I forgot to take that bolt out. Oh no! Oh, well, shit happens. Just too keen. She was ready to go. Oh, I could have buggered that seal on that bloody. There you go. Oh well. Like I said, these things happen. I put a drill through that to make sure it fitted, and it wouldn't bloody, it didn't bloody worry it. The mongrel. Oh, my hole might be a little bit off to where I drilled. You so-and-so. That's what happens, and I checked that too. Where is that torch? I put a drill through it, and it was miles bigger, so I had plenty of play, I thought. Oh yeah, that should line up. She might just need a little heart start. So oh, you bloody kidding me. Jeez, that shits me up. Now we've got to try and get that off there without buggering that gasket. Put a drill in that, drill it a bit, and then I gotta, oh, jeez, that shit you. You thought you had it all good. See that? Miles of room, you prick. Oh, that doesn't go through it, but see, here I am thinking that's the right drill. Hell. It's my fault. Bloody hell. Now I'm gonna have bloody metal filings and God knows what there. Oh yeah. Nah. I'm out, you bastard of a thing. Ah, you gotta go off. I can't have that on. Bit of an update. Pull that off. Clean it all down again. Oh, you won't see me there, sorry. Yeah, I had to pull it all off. Clean the axle up again. Take the gasket off it. Drill this hole out for this stud to go in. And put it all back on. Oh, gee. All to fix a mud flap. And even then I did a pretty wild job on the mud flap, but that's just me. You know, dry down and reach it all. You know, no one around here sells a decent bit of mud flap gear. This one is a bit of 6mm reinforced rubber. Like I bought at Taunton, Noosaville there, a few years ago, but no one even stocks it. Went trade tools and KJs don't have it, I was told. All your locals say go local, go local. God. You do it. Ah! Did you just see what happens? I just snapped that stud off. Oh my lord, I've got to pull it all off again. You just can't make this stuff up. And that wasn't even tight. You're kidding me.
You alright?
Hey?
You okay?
Yeah, why? I just snapped the bolt, just putting it back together. Oh, that's not so bad. I'll just have to take that out. I wonder if it'll just come out where it is. Gee, that'd be nice if it did. I can't remember. I'll just see whether that'll screw out, and if that'll screw out, I might get away with putting a bolt in there instead of a stud, because I don't like these ways these are. I'd rather bolts because these crack off. That's just not cricket. That's terrible. Oh, what have I got that'll get hold of the end of that? Oh, me fencing pliers. They have got a grip on them like Tarzan. Where are those fencing pliers? It might just screw that out. I just don't know if I've got enough to get hold of. Oh, no. Just not enough there to get hold of it, eh? Oh, yeah. It's turned. I might just get enough there. Screw that out. If not, I have to take that thing off again, and oh, you're joking me. At least this one's out where I can get at it, and I'll get it out. See, they're just, I nearly bought a set today. I replace them slowly with bolts. See, look at that, I was just bringing them up. Wouldn't have needed any more. That one there just needed a bit. And he would have been in. This is what ends up happening, they break me and I end up putting bolts in them. Like that one is a bolt, not a stud. I prefer bolts. like that. And what I might have to do is go down tomorrow morning and get some high tensile bolts. See, these aren't high tensile. Well, if they are, they snap right where they go. They're like one screws in, this one screws in, I'll show you. Just there, the thread ends, and they just snap off. It's a fault with them. Because what happens is you tighten them up, and one tightens up onto that thread and it cuts it, and it just snaps that thing. So right, I'll turn you off again. Right, pull this back. There's enough gasket glue on there, I can still use it. And I've got the vice clips on here. I'm rocking it backwards and forwards on that stud. And then you just get a little bit of CRC or WD-40, and you just, not too much. You just put it on there. And that should nearly come out soon. Alright, time to turn you off again, I'm getting frustrated. Okay, I've got it on, but I've decided to go and replace all these studs and buy a new high tensile bolt and replace them. But they must be just about buggered. So hopefully I can get some of them tomorrow, and I'll put 5 more new ones in, and I'll get I'll keep them on spares, and then I'll check this one on this side, see how it's going. He looks good, he's got the 6 on there. But when I'm here mucking around, I'll have a look at them. Oh, I'm happy with that. I recovered and got that 10mm bolt in. And then tomorrow I just got to check that, check this. I'll take that hub off and check the brakes while I'm here. It's been a couple of years since I put them in. I don't expect to have them being buggered, but I'll check them while all the wheels are out in the open, and I'll finish that off tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully that should be good. Just doesn't, it's not as good as I thought, but oh well, it's better than nothing. I might have to trim a little bit off the inside there. I made them a little bit longer than I had last time by buddy, another 100mm. We'll see how they go. They might be too flappy. I might have to get a bit of timber and pull that in there. There's not much to screw it to. Anyway, alright, there's all my gear. I just put it back in the shed. All the tools, hopefully it doesn't rain too much. Well, the door shuts past there, so it won't leak in there too much. Oh. These are the sort of things that get me annoyed. I'll have to cut a lot of swearing out in this, but anyway. You try and cut a few corners, but that ends up biting you on the arse, so you end up, by the time you... I've just got to get this here while I'm thinking about it, because that dark battery sitting there, I won't see that tomorrow. Sitting in on that. I think she's past 5 o'clock, or I could have went and got them now. Oh, dang, it's just, I could have still went and got down there if I was quick enough. Anyway, I'll do it in the morning. The Mitre 10 here is pretty good at opens. Even on a Sunday, I think it's open. That's if they've got them bolts. See what happens. Might cost me a few bucks, but I'll just buy a few and put them in. I got them then. Oh well. That's today done and dusted. I'll just lock this old girl up. And thanks for watching. yeah, I'll film a bit more tomorrow. Thank you. Oh, the lawn looks beautiful. Well, good morning. Tonk here with the magic at editing. Hopefully my son can take all the swearing out from yesterday. But just to recap again, it's the next day, the 12th of April. My sister's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Narelle. Anyway, I pulled all these studs out. I'll show you here. I took them all out and I'm replacing them. I'm going to put high tensile ones in there if I didn't say. And I've just gone down and bought them from the little hardware shop. High tensile. Yeah, see how they go. I might be making a mistake because all the other ones I'm sure are just mild. This one's been in there for bloody few years and it's just a mild steel bolt, Toyota bolt. Comes with it. So whether the high tensile is going to be worse and snap, I don't know. But your wheel studs are pretty good stuff too. So anyway, like I said, that's that one I had to drill out. Okay, so I didn't say that's a 10mm. I had to drill that out and tap it. Where the tap and die set I bought just there. I didn't see what it was worth. I just bought it because it was the only one they had. Sometimes it's just by the time you drive around and look for little things like that, they got one, you get it. Okay, finish this off. Oh, I'm quite happy with my mud guard. That's mud flap that I would have liked to be able to pin that back there. Might even put a screw back into that yet. But I've got to do the other side now, and look at the weather. She's wet looking. I don't have another YouTuber I watch. Every time he gets out to film something, he says there's a Stuka dive bomber around. Well, I don't do that. We don't have that, luckily, but we do have the highway noise there. Hear it? You might hear it. That's just the 4-lane highway over there. But all right, I'll put this up here with the magic of filming. I'll see if I can film a bit of me bolting it together before I get a wet backside from the rain. All right. Yeah, so a 30mm by 8. Hopefully they looked about the same as what I had in there. Or actually a fraction short. That's alright. Rather too short than too long and hits the bottom. Gee, that was 17 minutes I recorded that. Oh, hopefully, there you go. So you see, it's all new now. Yeah, and I only started really replacing this. You can see it's sort of held on up there with a bit of aluminium and some roof screws going in. What I'll do now is get some black sunpoil and paint on the inside of that over the top in the lip, and that'll stop it rusting before I put that wheel on. And then put a little bit on the wheel nuts. Then we go for a drive. First drive I'll just snip them up and check them as they tighten up. But gee, that looks good now. I'm happy with that. I'm glad I did that. So yeah, there you go. A couple hour job turned into nearly a 2-dayer, and I still got to come around and really, like I was saying, I've got to replace this one yet. He's all buggered. I've got to do the same, take him off and shift this mud guard up here a bit. It was like that, and play around with it and see what I can do. But yeah, oh well, it's ahead of me. I probably won't film that side because it'll be just a repeat. I might just turn the camera on to say I've finished it. Okay, chonky again. Unless there's any stuff on that lens here, might be a bit. Right, I've got this sort of bit of rubber and another mud guard there. It sort of hangs down a bit lower. What I got up inside here is a bit of ply, and that screws in to fill that in because it's hollow. Then I screwed back into there with a bit of aluminium along the face to hold it. Got the screws back up into here, into things. Lifted this up another 20 or 30 mil so it was a bit more level. Put a new piece of this on. When the rain stops, I'll new tyre, put the new tyres on while I was going. Another job less not done. New tyre on this side, another rim. Could add it out a bit more, but you know, down in there, same thing, new bit of, see how they go. I got a bit here, had enough. I'll do these another day, just put a strip on there, new strip, take them off and screw another bit on. But yeah, okay. I don't know what the sun will do, whether you'll get a little bit an episode of that together or what. Gonna have a shower now and got a mate coming to Sarvey. Yeah, just got those two tyres to go back on the boat, and then what's on the boat, I'll pick out the best tyre and it can go on the back there for a spare. Yeah, probably only what do you call it, about 3 or 4 weeks off going. Well, I've got to meet them up there in May 16th, around there sometime. I've already given the fridges a run, the old Trailblazer and that one. I probably won't take the Trailblazer, it just depends on what bait I got. Okay, thank you for watching. I know that's probably going to be a boring ep for you, but I was quite happy. I recovered that, I got that. I might end up doing that to the other side yet. I might end up, see how this one goes. And I'll pull all them studs out that other side and get some 30mm high tensile bolts and re-bolt that in there, because that's a lot stronger and it mightn't play up as much. Okay, thank you for watching.